the new Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater trailer dropped, right? People were kind of maybe, maybe not.
I'll stick to Diablo 4.
So we're gonna check it out. We're gonna check this out right quick.
Wait, is this what's his face's baby? Or is this the game?
It's the game.
Oh, never mind. I don't care.
It's the game. It's the game.
She's being honest about it. So
I appreciate your honesty.
Yeah, it's the game.
It's called Snake Eater.
Yeah.
So here it is.
Oh, we're doing this. Oh, this is gonna be
glorious.
Rating pending. Okay. Rip. That's what it is.
Well, that's pretty. Oh, nature. Oh.
Money, my guy. Whoa.
Oh, it's a crocodile. Nigga, what you did? I'm sorry. Pardon.
Mikey, they sat on the crocodile's nose.
How they have the crocodile? He don't fight it
on his nose. What type of nasty shit?
You saw the crocodile's nose.
You gotta get them those shine spots, man.
Oh, so it's gonna have first person.
Let me turn my camera on so y'all can get the full face, because I'm making it.
There's a snake. He's gotta eat it.
The crab said, "Nah."
There was a joke.
It's funny, Will, you talk about eating snakes because that's kind of how you survive in the game. You have to eat certain animals.
The rats are like, nah.
What are they showing? Yeah, that's all you're gonna see.
What the fuck is that? Why y'all even bother? Listen, look, I'm okay.
So anticlimactic, and I'm not even a Metal Gear Solid fan.
It's as if
they wanted to show off updated graphics instead of actually showing gameplay. That's why I was like,
that's exactly what
happens. They always
happens.
do that with these trailers. They always show graphics and cinematics without showing gameplay, because by the time you get to the gameplay, you're pissed.
Yeah. Although if they keep the gameplay the same, like Snake Eater was one of my favorite Metal Gear Solid games, but I was kind of disappointed when I saw that. I was like, you didn't show the battle with the end, you didn't show the fury, you didn't show the pain. You could have actually shown things that have actually made people actually want to play Metal Gear Solid 3, but
yeah. And this is exactly why a lot of fans are divided. They're just like, this is, what did you do? Like,
you didn't bring any new fans to the fold at all.
That.
Yeah, there are some.
That's what you want to do, because that is a huge franchise.
Yeah.
That, correct me if I'm wrong, they haven't had that much of like new games in a while.
Oh, the last one was the Phantom Pain, and that's only because Kojima was behind it, which he's no longer a part of. So that's the reason why also a lot of Metal Gear Solid fans are like, yeah, if Kojima didn't produce it, we're not playing it.
Most of the YouTubers now, the gaming YouTubers, you should see them. They just look like a bunch of sullen, pissed off children when this came out. Young, I like watching him. He
said sullen.
like their favorite hero. It was like, you know what it was? It was the John Walker beatdown all over again. That's how dejected they look. You saw your favorite Captain America get his ass whooped.
That's so.
Yeah, and I almost wore that shirt today too.
John Walker gets no love from me.
Same, he deserved that, fucker.
I will always down the hill of, yeah, you deserve that ass whooping. So PS5 has the Slim has some requirements, which I think is
go ahead,
absolutely ridiculous.
You want your PS5 to have a BBL? There's a certain requirement.
So it has an optional disk drive, and it needs to connect to the internet to pair it to a console.
What? I'll stick to my Sega Dreamcast. See, this is
what? Welcome to network locked equipment.
Is the drive not part of the console?
No,
it's optional. It's an option.
It's an option that I wanted. Put it on the console.
Oh, it gets better. It costs more than the original play. It costs more than the original PS5.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I made a
That's a
statement
crime.
earlier, and I stand by it. They are out of fucking ideas. They're out of ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Their money
When
hungry.
When you
agree
literally
with
have
that.
when you literally have it sitting upon in your face what you can do, and you still don't, like you still don't do it. Like it's a smaller design, which wouldn't be a problem, but it has 1 terabyte of storage for PS5 and a digital edition. So that up from 825 gigs from the original version on the console. You buy the digital edition, you can add an Ultra HD Blu-ray disc drive for the PS5 later, as it will be sold separately for $80.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck?
Yes.
Yo,
It's called
I'm
Running
done. I'm done. I'm about to throw out this whole PS4 and
So the whole oh, it's all going digital and like no, just this is. You want to know who had it? You want to know who had it? Had a very close and pretty spot on, and it was Sega, the original Sega.
Yeah,
because you had a cartridge slot and you had a card slot.
Yeah.
When no one else had a card slot. And I guarantee you, if that system was still up and going today, that would still be a thing.
Yeah, it was a wonderful 32X graphics. 32 graphics.
The only one who's adopted that is Nintendo Switch.
Well, that's because Nintendo doesn't want to piss off its base, which they're going to.
Speaking of which,
oh boy.
So they shocked the competitive fans with a strict new community tournament guidelines. This is going to be fun. They added guidelines to his website following the UK and Japan. It's following as well as the UK and Japan websites. The prize cap is $5,000 per guidelines on the US website. Here are some of the highlights. Community tournaments may not generate commercial revenue except as permitted by these guidelines. A cap of 200 participants in person or 300 online. Organizers may not receive compensation from third-party sponsors, may not sell food, beverage, or merchandise.
What the fuck are we doing?
What
are we doing?
What?
It gets worse.
Oh, it gets worse.
How?
No prizes exceeding a market value of 5,000 or 4,500 pounds or 5,000 pounds in total. No spectator fees for online tournaments, and organizers must publicly disclose all accounting related to costs of hosting the event promptly.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Are you kidding me?
Nintendo, and here's a catch-22 out of this. Unless Nintendo endorses it, those rules are heavily enforced and will get cease and desist letters and or litigation will be leveled at anybody that does that.
Hey yo, fuck Nintendo though. For real. Like eat a dick raw. Okay.
On a Switch, and I don't plan to.
I feel like I need to get my.
It has gotten
no, don't be sorry.
In these
for blowing out eardrums. For blowing out eardrums. That's all.
Seriously, say it with a deep voice. Eat a dick. That's how you say it.
Nintendo has always been this way, though. I mean, if you're a part of the emulation group, where you can, people create emulators so you can actually play old school Nintendo games you cannot find anymore. Nintendo sends cease and desist letters out by the daily. So they don't care as long as they can make money. They are the new Sony.
First of all, no, they're not. And not because I'm a Sony person, but because at least Sony keeps up with the goddamn times. Nintendo's gaming systems and whatever they want to call exclusive. How long are we gonna stick? I love Mario. Mario be cool. That's all you got, my guy. That's all y'all got.
Mario is their Batman.
Well, you also Mario, Zelda, and Kirby. So
I was about to say, I live in
Mario, Zelda. I did say you have a point, Kira. You have 3. You have a point.
I'm just saying. Who the fuck you think you are? Who do you think you are?
They think that Nintendo thinks of that family-friendly label. They're like, you can always play with the family. Sony's like, you can kill them.
I mean, look.
Kids.
The bar said it right there.
Yeah, he said that we lost a Tika and Nintendo sent a cease and desist to a tournament raising money for suicide awareness. They got it here.
He's right. They don't care. If they can't make money off of it, they don't care.
And whoever the female rapper who decided to use the Mario beat for her music, I'm pretty sure they're gonna come after you too.
See, here's the funky part about Nintendo. They've got people who are such fans of their products. They're giving them free advertising and they're being pissy about it. They've been doing this shit for years. They even smell a hint of somebody else with anything on their label or their product out there and they're not endorsing it, they're gonna come after you. I'm like, you motherfuckers don't realize that someone's doing it for you.
Yeah. They said now
that's why I sold my Switch.
They've gone, organizers has gone, they can still hold larger for profit tournaments, of course, but those will require a license from Nintendo. So you basically have to get permission.
They appled them.
Yeah.
I get permission all right, but I can't say it.
I mean, that's exactly what it is. You have to buy a license, and unfortunately, other video games. Other video game companies will follow suit. They will sit there and say, "If you want to, you're going to buy a license."
Somebody's going to be smart enough and not do that. Somebody
exactly.
It's literally free.
They're going to find a way to get around that.
Why? What? I need to understand, aside from greed, because of course, what else do you have against this to say that this is the way that you should be operating? This is going to generate income for us. Aside from greed, because if that's the only fucking thing, that
being proprietary,
Will said it best. Will said it best without saying nothing at all. They looked at profits and said, how do we keep the same profit margins we had year after year? Oh, let's keep squeezing the crap out of our customers. Because
people are dumb enough to keep doing it. They're dumb enough to keep doing it. Sorry.
Yep. And that's why they're not in the conversation with the other two big console.
And they were fine where they were at. They didn't have to make any kind of change. They were fine where they were at. You didn't have to make any new rules.
But that's what they about Nintendo.
Like you can't lose money. There's no way you can lose money.
Greed is always going to be the driver of all these video game companies when it comes down to it. Like that's why a long time ago emulators used to be on torrents. You couldn't find emulators in public sites. You had to go to torrents to get them just because of exactly this.
It's wild.
You don't have to worry about boycotting them because no one is going to be looking for them. That's what's going to end up happening.
Facts.
I don't want to play your shit no more because I can't play your shit for fun anymore. Like, you want me to just be holed up in the house or wait until you put a tournament out in Japan because that's probably the only goddamn place they'll allow them to do it.
But that's the thing, though. You could take away the U.S. market, but unfortunately, until the other markets follow suit, nothing will change.
That's fine. Yeah. I don't have one anyway, so I haven't had one since 1980.
I mean, that makes me sad. I do.
So. I'm legacy all day, every day. My Nintendo 64 sits proudly underneath my TV.
You can have it
with No Mercy and WrestleMania 2000 kiss every part of my behind.
I think when you see the landscape of gaming as we once knew it anyway, from like even the conventions, they're like this is what the fourth year that they said, okay, yeah, we're going to cancel E3.
Yeah, this is year number 3. We were hoping to see it again because there was such a mystique with that event. It was such a mystique with it. I looked forward to it. I never got to go, but turning on Twitch to see the streams and seeing the presentations, you felt like you were special because they were trying to bring you in.
Yeah,
right. And it was and then it's like, okay, you survived the pandemic. Wonderful.
Good for you.
You know, not many had a workaround. That's fine. But now you say, but why do that when we can do this? I can see that, but then everybody else followed suit.
But that's the key part.
Yeah,
that was the whole key part about E3. Sony does their own exclusives. Microsoft does their own exclusives. Devolver Digital does their own exclusives. Nintendo's like, oh, we can do it too. No, you can't because your Nintendo Directs are pretty much shit.
Yeah. It's a And then like, you said, like I'm just coming around to the whole, like, Will, you and Tafari, y'all are already playing Spider-Man 2, and even Demetrius, Darius, all of them, they're already playing it. So there's always this level of
it's red and blue.
We're going straight digital now, no discs, which you still feel like you're being robbed at some point because you're giving me a case or a steelbook with no disc. You're giving me the code, which all DVDs came with at some point.
Thanks.
But now what?
They're trying to push. They're trying to do that digital push. They're like, we are going to go full force. I mean, didn't we report not too long ago that was it Best Buy or Walmart that was going to stop doing peripheral media?
Best Buy is going to stop.
Wow.
They've already begun phase 1.
I barely go to them for computer peripherals. I ain't got nothing else to go for.
Actually, you really should. Really, on the other side, you really should go to Best Buy. Those guys do not know half of what they know, and you can get away with a whole lot of shit.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. But when I buy 3 DVDs from Best Buy and they cost as much as my car note, yeah, I'm not going. Yeah.
I'm not. No offense to Geek Squad, but y'all don't do pricing well.
That's a fact.
I'm just gonna throw that out there. Y'all cool, but salesmen and pricing, y'all are not.
But I would say this: with Nintendo doing what they're doing, they're pushing the market back towards legacy. Everybody's going for the older systems because there was a simplicity behind them. They didn't have to use the internet. You could just sit down and play.
And
easy.
they worked. They just worked.
No patches, full on game, and I love watching kids now try to play older games. Just the sheer frustration of them trying to play. Like, give a kid Donkey Kong and just
give a kid TMNT and then swimming underwater. Give them that game.
Or even Sonic.
Give them the X-Men from the arcade.
I
Battletoads. We can do that too.
Yes.
I let them play Street Fighter 2 on the Super NES, and they're like, "Wait, what's the combos? Where's the buttons?" I said, "Here's the instruction booklet. Here's all the moves. Have fun." And I sat there and smiled for a good 2 hours as they're getting frustrated.
I'm surprised they lasted 2 hours.
Oh, they were determined. My nephews are determined. It's like, but we only got 4 buttons. Exactly.
Yeah. Make it work, baby. Make magic happen.
We did our thing and we walked away with bruised thumbs as proof. It's completely fine.
You're spoiled with 2 sticks, a directional, and 4 buttons. You little shit. Sit down and play a real game.
3 continues, 5 lives, and no restarts.
5 lives.
That's a lot.
Those were the days.
He said Best Buy raised all the movie prices and tried to put the real prices behind the $200 membership. Nobody's buying. So they
earned that.
Oh, not chill.
But
would you like our membership? No, your sodas cost $5. Fuck you. I'm out.
I understand that. Best Buy. Why do your sodas cost more than going to a freaking movie theater?
Thank you.
I'm like
these numbers make sense. Like, why make it make sense? I remember when I was looking for a new laptop and my wife was like, "Let's go to Best Buy." I'm like, "Shit." I'm like, for those prices, I'm like, nah.
You are the love of my life.
And I said it quick. I said it so quick. She was like, "What?" I'm like, "Look, I'll do better going to Finger Hut. I'm telling you right now."
He said Finger Hut. Get the fuck.
Hey, look, it was either Best Buy or Comp USA, but it was entertainment either way. Especially if you knew what you wanted, but you knew the salesman was just trying to get the highest commission and try to sell you stuff. Try to sell you Gateway. No, you didn't try to sell me the cow computer and say it's the best thing out there on the market.
Oh no, and that's still a thing now. Gateway?
Yeah, there's still some.
They still work.
No, wow. There's still some Gateway still being sold, but those machines are still cycling out there somewhere.
Oh my god,
they're worse than E-machines. That's really old. If you still have an E-machine that's working, please don't connect to the internet.
No, please don't.
Please don't.
You're gonna find out the hard way.
I've seen grown men cry. Don't do that.
All my World of Warcraft got lost. Well, no one told you to connect this old ass machine to the internet,
fucker.
I'm sorry, but old Yeller, your machine got the old Yeller treatment. Just take it around back.
That's it. It ain't no good to you no more. No good to you. Yeah, I think it's just it says a lot about the gaming industry and even physical media, because even now, like, I can't tell you the last time I bought a Marvel movie because it's going straight to streaming, right? Unless you really pressed about seeing behind the scenes and deleted scenes, and
but they've got that in extras.
Yeah, exactly. No. So
you do have some. But you do got those folks that just, I'll give it to them. You got those DVD hunters that like, look, if it's out on DVD, I'm just collecting it, adding it to the pile, just in case streaming goes down, but I still got power. At least I got my DVD player. Some people still don't want to do that.
Mine's over here. Well, 3 of them. I have 3 DVD players. I don't care. I'm always gonna be prepared.
I'm ashamed. I'm not ashamed to say I still have some HD DVDs still somewhere in this house.
We all do.
Yeah. And VHS.
I got one.
Thank you. I was about to say VHS, DVDs. Let's go. Like,
okay. No. Yes.
Wow. Letters. Acronyms.
Yes.
You probably got at your mom's house.
Wait, the way she did that just now, the way you were looking just now,
that was a trigger moment.
It was straight Uncle Fester, like, what?
I thought that was a get out on. We just trigger Kira, like, Kira, look at the flash, Kira. Look at the flash.
You hear a click, look at Kira and go, oh my gosh, where is your other eye?
It's just crazy. So I don't know. It's one of the things now that you're seeing everything kind of just change. The landscape is changing, and you either are just going to roll with it or just sit back and deny it. Like in the case of this whole thing with Nintendo, I think they're going to find out really quickly, like, this is not going to work. The digital media, it is what it is. There was a time where there was a whole war between HD and Blu-ray. Like,
that's still.
I'm like,
that was a funny 2 weeks. That was a funny 2 weeks, wasn't it?
I'm like, this is happening right now. Like, what's the difference?
You had folks claiming sides. No, HD DVD is better. Blu-ray sucks. I was like, are y'all really gang banging on DVD formats right now?
That was
DVD gang. I'm like, oh my gosh, what is wrong with you?
I'm just saying.
But even then, the Blu-rays that we were getting that came with the disc, and it still had it had a code that you can download on your whatever device. So the writing was already on the wall at some point that they were going to do this. It's just it sucks that you can't have both options.